Obesity or overweight is a condition in which your body is accumulating excess of fat in your body, which leads to a lot of complications in the longer run. So when your body is having excess amount of fat inside your body, that is what is obesity or overweight. To identify obesity, by seeing a person, we can easily identify that the person is overweight or obese. That is by external appearance, first thing. Second thing, there are certain calculators that will be helpful for us to see whether the person is overweight or obese. There is something called body mass index. What is this body mass index? When we divide a person's weight by height in meters squared, that will give a value. That is what is the BMI of that person. Let us say a person is weighing 80 kgs and his height is 150 centimeter. Then we'll calculate his BMI by dividing 80 with his height 150 centimeter, means in meters 1.5 into 1.5. The value will give the BMI of that person. If a person's BMI is between 18 to 25, we consider it to be a normal. But when a person's BMI is from 25 to 30, we consider that the person is in overweight phase. If the BMI is above 30 till 35, we consider the person as obese. So BMI will help us to identify whether the person is normal weight or overweight or obese. Obesity become an epidemic. 1 out of 3 individuals in the world is overweight or obese. Why it is happening? It is because of our long lifestyle. We have moved to the modern lifestyle. We are eating a lot of processed foods and the packaged foods and the junk foods. We are going out for dinner frequently, drinking alcohol frequently, drinking a lot of sugary drinks and the soft drinks. Lack of physical activity, sedentary lifestyle, lot of stress that we are having in our lives, lack of sleep, sleeping late nights, and certain medical conditions like hypothyroid and the Cushing syndromes. All these things will lead to overweight or obesity. So majorly we can say our wrong lifestyle or the mistakes that we are doing on our day-to-day life in our lifestyle is increasing the number of people who are becoming overweight or obese. A lot of people, when they are overweight or obese, they try to lose weight. Okay, but a lot of people fail it in this journey. Why it is happening? First thing is they set impractical goals. That means if you set a goal of losing 2 to 4 kgs in a month, that is okay. That is a practical goal. But if you set a goal of losing 10 to 15 kgs in a month, that is impractical goal. That is the first mistake. Second thing, eating outside more frequently. Third thing, eating a lot of processed foods. Fourth thing, you have the goal of losing weight as the major focus. Your focus should be to build healthy habits. Weight loss should be the byproduct of inculcating healthy habits in your routine. But you are majorly focusing on losing weight. That is a mistake that you are doing. So your focus should be to inculcate healthy habits in your routine. So in that process, weight loss should be the byproduct of inculcating healthy habits. And another thing is drinking a lot of sugary drinks or the soft drinks. And mindless eating. We are not eating mindfully. We are not mindful about what we are eating. This is another reason. And we are eating very fast. We are spending just 5-10 minutes of time and we are gulping the food. We are not chewing the food properly. And not eating enough protein. Okay, eating a lot of carbohydrates, which are simple carbohydrates. All these things, all these mistakes are making a person overweight or obese, and he is remaining obese for a longer period of time. And there's a pattern. If you see, a lot of people do dieting. There are different kinds of diets that you see frequently, like keto diet, paleo diet, vegan diet. There are different kinds of diets. People do this dieting for a certain period of time. They lose weight. Again, when they come back to their normal routine, again they will gain the weight. So there is a yo-yo pattern. Losing the weight, gaining the weight, losing the weight, gaining the weight. This is what happens with the most of the people. Why? Because they are focusing on dieting rather than focusing on building healthy habits. when you focus on dieting rather than building healthy habits, you will fall in this trap and vicious cycle of losing the weight, gaining the weight, losing the weight, gaining the weight. So focus on building healthy habits and track your progress. Track what are the foods that you are eating on day-to-day basis and do mindful eating. All these simple changes will help you to lose the weight and sustain what are the weight that you lost. I have hundreds of patients across India and the world who lost the weight and still after even 2-3 years of time, they are able to manage it. So when you build healthy habits, it is easy to maintain the weight that you have lost. Obesity is considered as mother of all the lifestyle diseases. Why? Because when a person is obese, that leads to a lot of other lifestyle diseases. Do you know World Health Organization recognized obesity itself as a disease? We feel that diabetes is a disease, blood pressure is a disease, heart problem is a disease. In the same way, obesity is also a disease. World Health Organization recognized it. Let us see why you need to lose the weight. If you don't lose the weight, what are the complications that may happen? Obesity increases the insulin resistance. When the insulin resistance is increased in your body, that leads to type 2 diabetes. Obesity increases the risk of hypertension or blood pressure, increases the risk of getting heart attacks, brain stroke or paralysis, certain type of cancers, fatty liver issues, osteoarthritis or the knee pains, gallbladder stones. So obesity leads to a lot of other complications. That's why you need to focus on making the changes in the lifestyle, making the changes in your habits so that you lose the weight in a healthy manner and you'll be able to sustain it and you'll be able to prevent a lot of complications that we have discussed now, which happens with the obesity in the longer run. There are certain simple lifestyle changes that you can do that will be helpful for you to lose the weight. So first thing is cut down the processed and packaged foods because they contain high amount of sugar, salt, and high amount of high calories, and they contain less amount of fiber and less nutrients. So cut down the processed and packaged foods. Cut down the outside food intake as much as possible. That means if you're going out for dinner weekly 3-4 times, reduce it to weekly once, eventually to 15 days once. I'm not saying you to completely stop it. I'm saying you to reduce the frequency. I'm saying you to reduce the quantity of processed foods that you're eating. That means if you're eating chips, 1 packet of chips in a day, reduce it to 3-4 chips a day. Okay, you need to reduce the quantity of processed and packaged foods, and you need to reduce the frequency of going out, and you need to include natural foods. You can start your day with a vegetable juice, and you can add a bowl of salads to your lunch and dinner. And you can do intermittent fasting. That means you can finish your dinner by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and 8 o'clock, and you can give a rest of 12 to 16 hours to your body. I mean, that means don't eat anything after your dinner till the breakfast you take on the next day morning. That means give a rest of 12 to 16 hours according to the possibility for you. Okay. When you do this intermittent fasting, that will be helpful for you in your weight loss journey. And prioritize your sleep. Sleep is an important thing when you want to lose a weight. It is equally important as your diet and as your exercise. There are certain hormones, ghrelin and leptin, which plays an important role in hunger, will be balanced when you sleep. So prioritize your sleep and manage the stress. Why? Because when you are stressed out, a lot of people, what they do, they binge on unhealthy foods. You take ice cream or you take mindlessly eat those chips or the french fries, cookies, pizzas, burgers. So when you manage stress, you are able to reduce the intake of such unhealthy foods. And the most important thing is your environment. Your environment plays an important role whether you become healthy or whether you become sick. What is that? What does mean? What does I mean by environment? So the place where you live, the office space, or in your home, or in your cupboards, or in your kitchen, load with healthy foods. Keep a lot of fruits, eat a lot of vegetables, nuts, seeds, sprouts in your kitchen, in your home. Remove all the unhealthy stuff from your environment. from your fridge. Because when you feel hungry, you go and eat those foods which is in your home. When you have healthy foods, you munch on healthy stuff. But when you have unhealthy foods, you depend on them. When you eat unhealthy stuff, that leads to increased weight, increased fat in your body. So keep your environment clean with healthy foods. Most important thing is the people with whom you are surrounding. If you are surrounded by the people and the friends or the colleagues who love parties, who go out for dinner every single day, then it is very difficult for you to lose the weight. Change your even circle also. For your own health, you need to change that. Okay. So when you change your environment, when you change the people who are not supporting you in your health journey, that will be helpful for you in your journey towards losing the weight. Have or make new friendship with the people who are health conscious, who take care of their health well, who are in the same journey. Become a part of the communities who are in the same journey of losing the weight. Find out a mentor who have the expertise in guiding you in losing the weight. All these simple changes will be helpful for you to lose the weight and sustain it and prevent a lot of complications that happens with obesity.